is up with the squad? It says favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. In the building. Let me apologize for yesterday. Technical difficulties, didn't get to get to the shows, but I am excited today to be back July 1st. Happy Revenue Sharing Day. And what other way to bring in revenue sharing and get back to the bets, baby? MJ Lover 23. Big Daddy Long Dog himself in the building. What's good, MJ? What's happening?
Hey, man, I missed that theme song.
Good to see you.
I missed that theme song. Let's just get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, man. It's a little bit hyped up. We I appreciate y'all with the patience. Cess been on my neck about getting back on the show. That's totally my fault. She been ready. It's been me. But we here right now. We're going to try to squeeze some stuff in here. I'm making tickets as we speak. I know Rob had some things that he had to change up. So maybe one of these times we'll get a guest pick from him going forward. I'm working on him on that. But right now we back in it. We got to go. Even in the lightest part of the season, we got some good bangers going. So get your pens out, get your pencils out, start your screenshotting.
We're gonna start sharing picks again. We got lots of different strategies for people to try. Right? We got the 10-cent shecklers. We got some shecklers. We got some shecklers that's doing $25. 25 shekels. Wait. Yeah. You need to use it. 1-800-GAMBLER. It's there for you. 1-800-GAMBLER.
There it is.
800-GAM. You can text them 1-800-GAMBLERchat.org. There if you don't lose your shirt on this thing. But we just a couple shekelaires. We just a couple shekelaires trying to beat Vegas one shekel at a time. So we're gonna be sharing these picks. For those of y'all that started on this journey with me, MJ, I'm still grasshopper here. We learning this is our second season in baseball, right? This is our season. So we got one full year that we've been kind of learning and growing. We're moving into the WNBA, and it's really interesting because there's a different strategy for everything, for every sport that I've been learning. And so with the W, my focus is kind of on points. I like the 3-pointers made, and then that points, assists, rebounds. I've been doing a little double kind of pick too. So there's that. Let me see what else. Of course, home runs, hits, home runs, putting those two together. But looking at just kind of get back into the swing of things. I know we do some round robins. Rob has a strategy where the goal is to try to get 100 shekels a day, without spending more than 20 shekels. So work our way up in different things.
The 1 ain't harder. It's pretty good to get too. 5 to 1 ain't bad.
All right, Emily Clark, Aaron, what's going on? So as we get back into the swing of things, we got some MLB picks and some WNBA picks today, I believe. We got Commissioner's Cup coming up. I know the big news was that Caitlin is not going to go tonight, so that may change your picks. But as y'all come in here, hit the like, hit the share. We're gonna get into these picks. MJ, what you got?
So, quick. I just want to pat us on the back first before we jump into the Commissioner Cup pick. This is the 4-pack. The 4-pack itself is an idea that was brought up by Cess to be able to actually get a pick in on the different sporting events, sporting games, and different. Hold on. I'm up here trying to read the chat. Great idea, because what it does is that you guys will be able to see in real time which one of these sports that you're going to have the most success in, right? So we make the picks. You guys make the decision on how you want to move forward with the picks. Once you guys start to see your bankrolls get a little bit bigger here and there, 1 shekel at a time, then you can kind of figure out where you want to load up. And this is where this is for. Like we're watching the same things. Like Cess has about 18 shows going on, but I guarantee you in the middle of the night, she's putting in her points, rebounds, assists. She's putting in her 3-point tickets. She's putting in her wins and loss tickets. There's I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag on one of the conversations we had. Cess was doing live game picks. I don't even do live game picks. And see, when you get a good line on something, then you can pick with confidence. So just keep that in mind when we're doing these 4-packs and all these other picks.
Yeah, and other thing too that I've been learning too, y'all. One of the things that I'm better about this year is using the bonus bets and the little bonus offers that they give in the different apps to place 100%. The bets, right? So like my in-game bets usually come. My live in-game bets usually come when there's like a 30% profit boost. And I just go in there and bet on who everybody's winning.
Yeah.
I just go in there and bet on everybody's winning.
Yep.
Put 30% on it, and whatever that is, I'm just I'm stacking it. I'm stacking it up. So that's kind of where that's at. But we got not a lot of games today, but we got some interesting stuff going on. Some definitely some chances at some shekels. And I'm excited that we got so many WNBA picks, because that's not something that we were really able to really get into at the beginning of the dub last season. So I'm excited. So
exactly,
let's rock.
Aha! So 4-pack. We're gonna start with the Commissioner's Cup. This is gonna be really it's 7.5. Here's the thing. Some of you that may have forgotten, that I am risk averse when it comes to the spread. The spread is volatile. They set the spreads where they set the spreads for a reason. So unless you have a line on who's in and who's out for those games, stay away from the spreads until you figure it out. Now, with that said, I didn't put a number on this spread today because Minnesota's unpredictable when it comes to their scoring, especially against teams that are hungry. So the Fever are hungry. So even without Clark, they've been actually playing well together as a team. So I'm staying away from the 7.5 with Minnesota. Minnesota might blow them out. But then again, Minnesota might just win by 2 or 3, right? It just depends. I mean, if Mitchell starts going crazy, if Hull, hits a 3, or Cunningham, and AB's going to get about 15 or 20 shots in this game. If she start out hot, the game's going to be close. It just is what it is. But take Minnesota for the win on that one. I think they should get that Commissioner's Cup. Fee's on a mission. She's still on a mission, trying to win everything. MVP, leader of the MVP voting. Defensive Player of the Year, all that stuff. She's motivated, so we definitely gonna pick Minnesota on that one. Now, going on to baseball. I actually put up some. I put up one. No, actually, I put up 2. I messed up on the third one, but I'll give you. This is why we watch the show. Dodgers should absolutely kill the White Sox. The White Sox are one of the worst teams in the league, and I think they have their second best pitcher coming up, and that's not going to help them at all. We'll get into the rest of the Dodgers later on in the show. Houston should beat Colorado. That one's going to be a close one. Be careful of that because that's an EV bet. That's an EV plus bet, which means that it's a expected value. When you pick it, you can almost guarantee yourself you're going to be getting 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1 or more. But if it misses, you lose the same as you bet. So it's not a big deal. But if you win, you're going to get paid. So keep that in mind. That 11 that you see next to it, that is the estimated total runs in that game between the two teams. Yes, there's going to be a lot of hits and home runs in that game. So be ready for that. The last one is Atlanta Braves. They should beat the Angels in Atlanta. 9.5. That's another one that's going to have a couple home runs in it. You can take Atlanta to win with some confidence. I forgot to put the win on there. I'll correct that in post as usual. But there you go. There's your 4-pack right there. Tread lightly. Round robin. If you feel frisky, but you can parlay 2 of those games together if you want to.
Surprise! Surprise. So I got a 3-leg parlay. I'm gonna throw out Indiana, Minnesota. I want to hear your thoughts. I want y'all to take go court for 4+ rebounds. I want y'all to take Kelsey Mitchell for 20+ points. And Indiana for a 73+ total. Team total.
Ooh. Did you say 73?
Boom! 73.
You said 73, right?
Okay. Boom! 73. Boom! That's my 3-leg parlay for that game. I'm throwing it out there. And
you took the over on that, right? Over 73.
Yeah, over.
Okay.
73 or more. The team total. Yeah, over.
Is that game in Minnesota?
I don't even know where they play the Commissioner's Cup. That's a great question. Somebody in the chat, y'all smarter than me. Tell me where's the Commissioner's Cup at game tonight. Also, sneaky could be kind of risky, but Kelsey Mitchell over 2.5 3-pointers.
That
could be.
Ooh,
could be a little risky. Could be a little risky, but AR5.
You know why? Because
Rogers, let's go.
Yeah, the Lynx are I think they're top 5 in 3-point defense. That's why. So that's a little. I mean, hey, it's probably got a big number on it though if she hits it.
So, Indiana's away. Aaliyah Boston over 27.5 points, assists, rebounds. Last 4 games she's hit all 4 away games she's hit. So. AB over 27.5 points, assists, rebounds. Y'all like I'm participating a little bit better this season. Let's go.
Hey, so here's the thing. So with the Mitchell pick, here's some stats for you real time. So the last 5 games, she has hit over 2.5 3-pointers, 4 out of 5, and 4 out of the last 4 games. Now the
500,000 on the line tonight, baby.
The other important one is head-to-head. So head-to-head in the last 3 meetings, Kelsey Mitchell has hit over 2.5 threes 2 out of the last 3 games. So that's that you may be onto something with that pick.
I'm on to something, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm on to something. Work with me. I'm using my tools and resources out here. The stats look good on that. Congratulations, Angel Reese, Player of the Week. Angel Reese,
there you go.
Well deserved.
That's a no-brainer though.
Yeah, no brainer. Let's see what we got coming up next. On to
so for some of us in our WNBA, so it doesn't count for our fantasy lineups, but you know what? It does count for the game today, right? So if you want to bet, you can bet your lineups in certain websites that allow for fantasy picks. You can actually bet teams, or you can bet the individuals. The individuals themselves, you can see here, and then hey, I didn't know. Here's the thing, and Cess can attest to this because we were in the mansion earlier. I had no idea Caitlin Clark wasn't going to play. I had no idea. So when you see this and you don't see her on there, it's, oh, well, she ain't in the game today. I didn't know that. So I didn't pick her to begin with. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing these numbers. And I'm not going to explain all the numbers, but for the most part, the money that you see here is basically the salary cap amount that fantasy lists them at. You have to be within a certain amount. I think it's 60,000. You can't go over 60,000 when you're picking your team. So here you have your head honcho, like Caleb McBride is going to be good on offense.
Mick buckets.
And Nafisa is not the captain because she's 12,000. She takes up a fifth of your salary already. You can't put her as the captain because
she's not the captain now.
Because she'll take up even more of your salary. So that's why you put McBride at the captain spot and get 1.5 the points that she's going to get. Aaliyah Boston, good pick there. Courtney Williams, she is way underpriced.
Go Court, let's go.
That is way underpriced. Lexi Hall is a great value pick, and even Sophie Cunningham's going to be a good value pick in that game because you never know, because both of these, they do play defense, and they can hit a 3 or 2 on occasion. So
got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kelsey Mitchell not on this list because she would price you out of that 60,000?
Right. Her salary was right around.
So you have to pick between like a Kayla or
right, a Kayla or a Boston, and you're not taking Aaliyah Boston, and you're not taking Mitchell for a captain because Mitchell, most of her production is scoring. If she doesn't score, you will lose. So that's the whole thing. She may get over 20 points. Yeah.
So when you're looking at betting, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to understand this, right? So when you're looking at this, right, and you're saying Cece's not going to play, right? So Cece's not going to play. Yeah. There's 500,000 on the line.
Yep.
When you go to make your pick, do you say, "Oh shit, man, Cece's not playing, Kelsey's going to get off," or do you say, "Oh shit, Cece's not playing, they're going to be able to lock in on Kelsey, so somebody else is going to have to beat Minnesota"? And how do you weigh that? Does it depend on the team? Does that factor in? Because that's where I'm having a damn, which way to lean on that one. So let me know your thoughts. Or
that's
if that factors in for you.
There's 2 to 3 spots when it comes to that. So when Caitlin doesn't play, the first one that you're thinking about, yes, who's the next person? So it's going to be Mitchell. But not only are we thinking about that, the other team is thinking about that. So they're definitely going to try to limit her. Now, the second part of that is if it was just Mitchell, that the other team would just be able to double her and focus on her and not have to worry about it. They got to worry about AB too. And that's what makes it difficult for them to actually settle in on one player. Because if you got to pick your poison, are you going to double AB or are you going to double Mitchell? My thing is, to be honest with you, I would double AB because AB does rebounds and points and she blocks shots, right? So she's on both ends of the floor. You can let Mitchell go off. Mitchell will get the points, but you can work her on the defensive end, and she's not gonna get you a whole bunch of steals. She's not gonna get a whole bunch of rebounds. So that's why you want to make sure that if Caitlin's not playing, you want the next best production player, which would be AB. Mitchell's their next best scorer. AB is their next best points, rebounds, assist person, blocks, steals, whatever you want to do. That's why you would focus on that. So yeah, it gets kind of tricky, especially when you have a good defensive team that those offensive players are going against. But this lineup that I put out is optimal as far as who you should be picking for the amount of value that is put on them at their salary.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Good insight. Thank you. All right. So we moving from here.
Yep.
We down here. All right. Well, then. So we got to the fantasy lineup. We did the 4-pack. Y'all know what it is. He's here. So y'all know him as NJ Lover 23. Some of y'all may know him as
Mr. Lava.
And he's here with the moonshots of the day, baby. The moonshots of the day. What you got?
All right. So we got some good ones here. I'll run through them real quick. So I kind of get a mix. Yeah. It's been a while. But Kayla McBride assists under 3.5. That's minus 129. That is, be careful of that. But then again, she might be just gunning. She may just gun out because she's mostly going to be on defense trying to slow down Mitchell. I don't know if she's going to pass a whole lot. Fee's going to have the ball in her hands a lot too. Go Court's going to be, her mid-range. She's going to be pulling up. I got her in a minute. We'll talk about her in a second. Ramon Leruno. I think it's Leruno. Here we go. This is worse than the hockey picks. Over 0.5 bases. He should get a hit today. He's been hot. I think he's hit 6 games out of the last 7. Baltimore is not that good this year. So, and he's like middle of the lineup, so he'll get some pitches to hit. And then Juan Soto, Mr.
Big
Soto,
baby.
Big Soto. He should get a hit today. He's minus 137, so that's some good. Just under the level to be have it called a plus EV bet or EV plus or whatever you want to say.
Got it. So the only one I would throw in here is Moonshot of the day. Y'all go ahead. Go Court. over a 0.5 on the three.
There you go.
Made.
Yes.
Over 0.5 on 3-pointers made.
Over 0.5.
This segment is sponsored by Big Jim's Bar and Lounge. Welcome back to Cess Talks.
Well, Mark
betting needs shekels. Marcus ATV back to work. Right on time. Right on time. All right.
That's right.
Well, after the moonshot, y'all know it's time for the what? Extra long dome shots of the day, baby. The extra long dome shots of the day. MJ, what you got?
Here's another one. Yeah, so we got Leah Boston coming from the same game.
Let's go.
Yeah. We got under 3.5 assists for Leah Boston. She'll pass out, but she's mostly gonna be scoring. They know she knows she needs to score. So this is a big game for her going up against Minnesota. It's gonna be tough. But she's probably going to get up about 15 to 20 shots today easy. Definitely take the under on the assist. Jazz Chisholm Jr. for the New York Yankees. They hit a home run. He's been pretty hot too. I think he's hit a home run in 2 out of the last 4 games. And he has a good matchup going today. I forgot to find out who the pitcher is he's going against, but I don't know if it matters today. Not for him. And Atlanta Smith. This one is going to be right at that line, I believe. Her points, rebounds, assists over 17.5. Atlanta Smith can get you 27 points, rebounds, and assists, or she can get you 7 points, rebounds, and assists. It all depends on the game. This game is for the Commissioner's Cup. It's for the money. I'm not saying she's money hungry, but she's a competitor, and she's going to be involved in this game. What's up, Miracle Rider? What in the hell? Did I cut out? I hope not.
No.
Oh, there
you
we
didn't
go.
Cut out. No, you didn't cut out. No, I had took a call. I didn't know you was done talking.
Oh.
So I got a frisky risky for this one.
Ooh.
Let's go Carlton under 1.5 3-pointers made. Carlton under 1.5 3-pointers made.
Hold on, let me look up.
Carlton under. Let's go Carlton under 1.5 3-pointers made for frisky risky on the long tones.
Okay, hold on. I got some news. So
hands up, don't shoot.
Last 5 games, Bridget Carlton has been under 1.5 3-pointers 4 out of the last 5 games.
Yeah, look who learning how to use their tools and resources. What's up, Miracle Rider?
Yeah, now, the other part of that is the head-to-head. Okay. The head-to-head in the last 3 games against the Fever, Carlton has hit over 4 3-pointers in all 3 of those games.
under 1.5 tonight.
Under 1.5 tonight, though.
Under 1.5 tonight. I'm giving her 1, not 2.
Not 2. I may have to put
because if she did it the last 3 times, if it ain't at the top of the scout report today, fire her.
That's true too. That's true.
Goodness gracious, can't keep letting her get the 3s off. But I mean, listen, y'all, we glad to be back here. We glad to be back giving out these picks. We working on our schedule. We appreciate y'all patience. This was a quick one. It wasn't a lot of picks for us today. Just because it's just not a lot of games on, but we're glad to be back. Looking forward to in between live shows and recorded shows, we'll be getting some picks out throughout the week. MJ, am I forgetting anything?
No, yeah, it's something I don't know. You know, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but
I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We're gonna take a deep dive into the LA Sparks. It's brought to our attention that we haven't been giving them the smoke that they deserve. So me and Rob will be back by 5:30 with some smoke for the Sparks. But until then, we'll check y'all out. We appreciate y'all pulling up with the like and the share because they both right there on the way out. We'll holler at y'all. What? Oh no, you can't leave without the Easter egg. I would never get up out of here without giving y'all the Easter egg. MJ got some more picks. You can't leave without the Easter eggs.
Not at all. Not at all.
The Easter eggs. You can't leave without the Easter eggs. What you got for the Easter eggs?
Hey, we got the Easter eggs back, and then we gonna start it off with Shohei Showtime Ohtani. Should hit a home run plus 198. Very, very bad odds for us as far as the value, but very good odds of him hitting so that we can get that bonus. Corey Seager for the Texas Rangers. He is hitting well. I think he's hitting over 325, which is really good. Just a heads up for you, the people that aren't privy to a baseball. If you this is the only sport where you can fail 7 times at bat out of 10 and still make the Hall of Fame. If you hit get 3 hits out of every 10 at bats, you're headed for the Hall of Fame in one point or another over the course of your career. Corey Seager is one of those guys. Every once in a while, he hits a home run, and he has a good matchup tonight. And here we go. Go court. Courtney Williams, points and assists over 18.5. That's going to be right on the line, but I think she's going to have a good game. She might even have a double-double. So don't be surprised if that happens.
All right. And really, that is all of the picks. We want to shout out again for Angel Reese for Player of the Week.
Yes.
Great work. Want to shout out Camila Cardoso, Brazil, for that work they put in today against Dominican. Isla McDowell getting in the game. Isla McDowell getting in that America Cup game.
Go Gamecocks.
Go Gamecocks. So, y'all, here's the plan for the rest of the day. Me and Rob going to be back to give the LA Sparks some smoke. We are on our I won't even tell you. I'll tell you I'll tell you what we on when we get to that show because it's serious. We're not playing around no more. And then at some point today, we're gonna just do a hoops therapy show where we come back and just download from all of the stuff that's just happening in hoops everywhere. I mean, we didn't have trades, we didn't have cuts, we didn't have wins, we didn't have losses, we didn't have injuries, so we're gonna come back and just decompress from everything. Sometimes then we got a CC show coming up. I haven't made my mind up about this Commissioner's Cup game. So for those of y'all that are here, like put a 3 in the chat if you're really gonna watch the Commissioner's Cup game tonight, or if you really like, I want to see that, put a 3, and if you're gonna watch it because it's the only hoops game on, put a 5. 3 if you like, I can't wait to see it. 5 if it's the only game in town. That's what I want to know. And let's be honest with each other, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a book club meeting tonight instead of really getting into the game. If I want to do some other talking and kind of had a game on. So if you can't wait to see it, put a 3. If it's the only game in town, put a 5. That'll help me figure out which way to go. That's gonna help me figure out which way to go. So I appreciate y'all putting them in the chat for us. We appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. MJ, what you got before we get out of here for real?
Ooh, we are headed for some really good things going on. With just jumping back in here. I am going to try to commit to a few offline shorts. So for the people that gotta have it, make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna have some picks for y'all so we can shekel up and shekel out.
And make sure you're in the mention. Those of y'all that are not in the mention, because it's always picks going on in the mention.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Even if it's not MJ's picks, we're always talking picks and sharing picks. So make sure you're in the mention if you're interested. Again, y'all think we've been announcing it. We've been threatening y'all with a good time for a long time, but it's gonna be some stuff behind the paywall here soon. So Be on the lookout. It's gonna be some picks that you only gonna be able to get behind the paywall. So get them while you can. But we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us, Jeremy. Los Links, okay. Los Links. I know you can't wait for the game tonight. I'm looking forward to catching up with y'all at 5:30 Eastern for this LA Sparks smoke. Got some smoke in the city for them. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon.
Yeah.
Mr. Lover, MJ Lover 23, Big Daddy Long Dog himself. Cess Talks Sports.